Hey everyone, welcome. Today we're going to dive into the Hastings Sunday briefing from hastingsnow.com. We're going to take all that local news, all the events, all the deadlines, and turn it into a real, actual game plan for your week. Let's get into it. You know how it is, right? You're scrolling through your local news, you see a ton of different events, and then, poof, you forget about them 5 minutes later. It happens to all of us. So the big question is, how do you take that list of stuff and actually make a plan? Well, that's exactly what we're about to do. Okay, let's kick things off with what's happening today, Sunday, February 1st. These are the things you can literally just get up and go do right now. No major planning necessary. So check this out. Here's a pretty perfect Sunday all laid out for you. You can start your morning with the Knights of Columbus pancake breakfast over at Mother Seton Hall. That runs from 8 to noon. Then from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., you could swing by Doggy Depot for an Animal Ark puppy meet and greet. I mean, come on. And to finish off the afternoon, Cooper's Pub 55 has merch bingo kicking off at 2. Seriously, pancakes, puppies, and prizes? That's a solid Sunday right there. Oh, and one more thing for this afternoon, if you're out and about, Erickson Marine is having an open house at both their Hastings and Minnetonka spots from noon to 4. And this is actually super helpful to know because having those confirmed weekend hours means you don't have to guess or waste a trip. It just makes planning a quick stop so much easier. All right, so with Sunday sorted, let's shift gears and plan out the week. These next few things are the key events and deadlines that, need a little bit of thinking ahead. This timeline gives us a really nice snapshot of the week. And notice, these dates are coming up fast. February 9th is a hard deadline. The 12th looks like a perfect night out. And the 13th and 14th, well, that's a really creative date idea. You're definitely going to want to act on these pretty soon. So let's zoom in on that midweek plan. Beloved Boutique is putting on a Galentine's shopping night this Thursday, February 12th, from 5 to 8 p.m. This is an awesome way to lock in a plan with your friends during the week, which, let's be honest, can be really tough to pull together at the last minute. And hey, if you're looking for something a little different for a Valentine's or Galentine's celebration, check this out. Squeaky Wheel Pottery still has a few spots left for their pottery wheel sessions on February 13th, 14th, and 21st. The key thing here, though, is you absolutely have to book ahead. What a fantastic hands-on date idea. Okay, now for a really important heads up, especially for any parents and students out there. The online store for the Hastings Just for Kicks dance team, it closes for good at the end of the day on February 9th. So if you need any spirit wear, this is it. This is your final call. All right, let's zoom out again. This next batch of dates is a little further down the road, but these are the ones you're going to want to get on your calendar now before you forget. So here's a quick rundown for your long-range planner. On February 22nd, you've got the Hastings Wrestling Fundraiser Banquet. Then, from the 27th to March 1st, for all you gamers, Level Up Games is having pre-release events. March 1st is the Ever After Wedding Expo. And looking way, way ahead, nominations for the On Target for Life Archery Awards are due on April 1. And let's pull out one super helpful detail for anyone thinking about that wedding expo. It's happening March 1st at the Confluence Hotel, and the briefing mentions that there's a fashion show scheduled for exactly 1:30 p.m. Knowing that specific time helps you plan your visit perfectly so you don't miss a thing. And finally, let's wrap this up with a really practical tip from the briefing. It's just a simple little habit that can actually make a real difference, especially this time of year. I love how the source puts this. A small habit can help keep winter bills predictable. It's just perfectly said. It's not about making these huge, drastic changes, right? It's all about those small, consistent actions. So here's the tip. It's so simple. If you happen to go to bed earlier than you normally would, just make a point to remember to turn your thermostat down. You're not going to need all that heat while you're asleep anyway, and over a whole winter, that tiny adjustment can really help make those bills feel a bit more manageable. So, there it is. A full Sunday plan, key deadlines for the week, and even some dates for your long-range calendar, all pulled from one local briefing. We've got everything from pancakes and puppies to pottery dates and fundraisers. The information is all out there. So, now that you have the highlights, what are you going to plan?